You know that moment when someone asks you a simple question and your mouth just opens and nothing comes out?
Oh, every single day.
Like yesterday, I was in a work meeting, online, camera on, everyone watching, and my manager asked, "Hey Leo, tell us a little about yourself. What do you like doing outside of work?"
Oh no, in front of everyone?
In front of everyone, and I just sat there, smiling like a loading screen.
A loading screen. What did you finally say?
I said, I like things.
Oh no, things? That's it? That's your answer?
Things. My brain gave me things, and then the silence just kept going.
Okay, but honestly, I think every English learner has had this exact moment. You know what you enjoy, you just go completely blank when someone asks in English.
Exactly. It's not that I don't have hobbies. I play guitar, I cook. I've watched enough Netflix to probably need therapy.
Same. And that's exactly why today's episode matters, because what do you do for fun sounds like the easiest question in the world, but it trips people up all the time.
So today we're fixing that. By the end of this, you'll have real words, real phrases, and zero awkward silences.
Hey everyone, I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo. And today we're talking about hobbies and interests, because you definitely have them. You just need the English to say so.
And hey, if you're new here, welcome. We make English learning actually fun. No boring textbooks.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We post new episodes every day, and they're way better than grammar worksheets.
Okay, so let's start with the most important question. Leo, what are your actual hobbies? Be honest now.
Okay, for real. I like playing guitar. I'm not good, but I enjoy it.
That sounds great.
I also like cooking, especially breakfast food. Pancakes, eggs, that kind of thing.
Nice.
And I like watching movies and hiking sometimes.
See, you have hobbies. You just needed a moment to think. Let me give you a list of common hobbies in English organized by category.
Organize my brain? Yes, please.
First category, active hobbies. Things to get you moving. Hiking, running, swimming, cycling, yoga, dancing, gym workouts, martial arts.
Okay, I hike and I've tried yoga. My body does not bend that way.
Second category, creative hobbies. Making or doing something artistic. Painting, drawing, photography, writing, playing an instrument, singing, knitting, woodworking.
Playing guitar, that's me. Creative category.
Third category, collecting or quiet hobbies. Reading, collecting stamps or coins, puzzles, board games, bird watching, gardening.
I read sometimes, and I have a small plant collection. Does that count?
Absolutely. Fourth category, food hobbies. Cooking, baking, trying new restaurants, making coffee, wine tasting.
Cooking, that's me. And eating. Eating is a hobby, right?
For many people, yes. Fifth category, media hobbies. Watching movies or TV shows, listening to podcasts, playing video games, blogging, social media.
Okay, I'm definitely in that category. I binge watch shows like it's my job.
So you see, most people have hobbies from multiple categories. You're not boring. You just didn't have the vocabulary ready.
Okay, so now I know the words, but how do I say them in a sentence? Like, do I say my hobby is play guitar or my hobby is playing guitar?
Excellent question. This is a very common grammar point. After my hobby is, you use the ing form. My hobby is playing guitar. My hobby is cooking. My hobby is hiking.
So my hobby is playing guitar, not play guitar.
Exactly. You can also say, I like to play guitar, or I enjoy playing guitar. Both are fine.
What's the difference between like and enjoy?
Enjoy is a little stronger. Like is more neutral. Enjoy means it makes you happy. Like means you don't hate it. But honestly, native speakers use them almost the same way.
Okay, so I like cooking and I enjoy cooking. Both are fine.
Yes, but here's the thing. I like is fine, but it's a little boring. Native speakers use other phrases to sound more natural.
Like what? Give me better phrases.
Okay, here are 5 phrases that sound way more natural than I like.
I'm ready.
Number 1, I'm into. I'm really into photography.
I'm into playing video games.
Perfect. Number 2, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of hiking.
I'm a big fan of sleeping. Is sleeping a hobby?
Some people would say yes. Number 3, I love. This is stronger than like. I love baking bread.
I love making pancakes on Sunday mornings.
See, that sounds so natural. Number 4, I'm passionate about. This is very strong. I'm passionate about playing the piano.
That's intense. I'll save that for my real passions.
Fair. Number 5, in my free time, I enjoy. This is a complete sentence. In my free time, I enjoy reading and gardening.
Okay, let me try all of them. I'm into hiking. I'm a big fan of cooking. I love watching movies. In my free time, I enjoy playing guitar.
That's a perfect answer. Now someone can ask you follow-up questions.
Like what?
Great question. Let me give you 5 natural questions you can ask about someone's hobby.
Okay, because conversations go both ways.
Exactly. Number 1, how did you get into that? This means how did you start?
How did you get into that? That's very natural.
Number 2, how often do you do it? I hike every weekend. How about you?
Good. Number 3?
Number 3, what do you like most about it? This asks for details. What do you like most about painting?
That shows real interest.
Number 4, do you do it alone or with others? Hobbies can be social or solo.
That's a good question. I play guitar alone, but I hike with friends.
Number 5, have you tried any new hobbies recently? This keeps the conversation moving.
Okay, so if someone tells me they like cooking, I could ask, how did you get into cooking? Or what's your favorite thing to make?
Perfect. See, you're already having the conversation.
But wait, there's something I've always been confused about. When do I use go versus do versus play for hobbies?
Oh, this is so important. Let me explain.
Please.
We use go for activities that end in ing, especially outdoor or movement activities. Go hiking, go swimming, go running, go shopping, go fishing.
So I go hiking on weekends, not I do hiking.
Exactly. We use play for sports that use a ball or a game. Play soccer, play tennis, play chess, play video games.
I play guitar. That's not a sport, though.
Good point. Musical instruments also use play. Play guitar, play piano, play drums.
So play is for sports and instruments.
Yes, and we use do for everything else, especially individual activities. Do yoga, do karate, do puzzles, do gardening, do photography.
So I do photography, not play photography.
Correct. Or you can just say, I take photos, but do photography works.
Let me practice. I go hiking, I play guitar, I do cooking. Or is cooking different?
Actually, for cooking, we don't usually say do cooking. We just say I cook or I like cooking. The go, do, play rule is mostly for sports and activities. For creative hobbies like cooking, painting, writing, just use the verb directly.
Okay, so I cook, I paint, I write. Got it.
Let's test you. How would you say this? You enjoy swimming in the summer.
I go swimming in the summer.
You enjoy playing basketball.
I play basketball.
You enjoy doing yoga.
I do yoga.
Perfect! You've got the rule.
Okay. Now, let's talk about tenses, because sometimes I want to talk about a hobby I used to do or a hobby I want to try.
Great point. Let me give you 3 tenses for hobbies.
Hit me.
Past tense, for hobbies you did before but don't do now. I used to play the piano. I used to collect stamps.
I used to. That means in the past, but not anymore.
Yes. Present tense, for current hobbies. I play guitar now. I'm learning to cook.
Present continuous is good for hobbies you're actively doing these days.
Exactly. And future tense, for hobbies you want to try. I want to learn how to knit. I'd like to try rock climbing. I'm thinking about taking up painting.
Taking up, what does that mean?
Take up a hobby means to start doing it. I'm thinking about taking up yoga.
Oh, that's a useful phrase. So I could say, I want to take up photography.
Perfect. You can also say get into. I'd like to get into gardening.
Okay, so past, I used to. Present, I do. Future, I want to try / take up / get into.
You've got the full timeline.
Now I need a memory trick. How do I remember all of this?
I have a good one. Ready?
Ready.
Think of a hobby as a story. Every hobby has 3 chapters. Chapter 1, past. How did you start? Use used to or I started. Chapter 2, present. What do you do now? Use I'm into or I enjoy. Chapter 3, future. What do you want to try? Use I want to take up or I'd like to learn.
Past, present, future. 3 chapters of a hobby story.
Yes, and to remember go, do, and play, think of a stadium. Play is for games with balls or boards. Go is for moving your body outside. Do is for everything else inside.
Play equals ball sports. Go is movement activities ending in ing. Do is everything else.
You've got it. Now let's practice together. I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. Pause the video if you need time, then say your answer out loud.
Yeah, don't just think it, say it. Your mouth needs the practice.
Scenario 1. Someone at a party asks you, what do you do for fun? Give a complete answer using at least 2 hobbies and 1 opinion phrase.
I'll go first. In my free time, I enjoy playing guitar and cooking. I'm also really into hiking on weekends.
Great! Now pause and say your answer. Use I'm into or I love or in my free time I... Go ahead.
Okay. Scenario 2, someone tells you, I love painting in my free time. Ask them a follow-up question using one of the 5 we learned.
Example, that's awesome. How did you get into painting? Or what do you like most about it?
Your turn. Pause and ask a question. Remember, how did you get into it? How often? What do you like most? Alone or with others? New hobbies?
Scenario 3. Talk about a hobby you want to try in the future. Use I want to take up or I'd like to learn.
Example, I'd like to learn how to play the drums. It looks so fun.
Now, challenge round. I'm going to give you a sentence with a mistake. You fix it. Ready?
Hit me.
First, my hobby is play video games.
My hobby is playing video games. Needs the ending.
Correct. Second, I go to hiking every weekend.
Note 2, just I go hiking every weekend.
Yes. Third, I'd like to take up to paint.
Take up doesn't need to after it. I'd like to take up painting.
Last one. I used to playing guitar, but now I don't.
Used to needs the base verb. I used to play guitar.
Perfect score. You're officially a hobby conversation expert.
I still need practice, but I feel way better than I did at the beginning.
That's the goal. So let's do a super fast recap. What are the 3 chapters of a hobby story?
Past, how I started. Present, what I do now. Future, what I want to try.
And the go, do, play rule?
Play is games and instruments. Go is movement activities ending in ing. Do is everything else.
And what's the best phrase to use instead of I like?
I'm into, or I enjoy, or in my free time, I.
You remembered everything. And that's the thing. Hobbies are personal. When you share what you love, you connect with people. So don't be afraid to talk about your interests.
Yeah, even if your hobby is watching TV, that's valid. Just say, I'm really into watching documentaries, or I love binge watching crime shows. That's a real answer.
Exactly. So here's your challenge for today. In the comments, write one sentence answering this question. What is one hobby you'd love to try and why?
Use the future phrase, I'd like to take up, or I want to learn. Example, I'd like to take up pottery because it looks relaxing.
Or, I want to learn how to surf. It seems so fun.
We'll read your answers, and we might reply with a follow-up question.
Also, if you want to practice speaking, pause the video right now and say your answer out loud 3 times. The first time feels weird. The third time feels natural.
And hey, if this episode helped you, hit that like button. It helps other English learners find us.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We make new episodes every day. Tomorrow, we're talking about how to describe people's appearance in English. Like, she has curly hair, not she has curly hairs. That's a mistake I make all the time.
We'll fix that, so subscribe so you don't miss it.
Okay, final thought. Your hobbies make you interesting. They're the things that light you up. So learn to talk about them, practice the phrases, and then go tell someone what you love doing.
You've got this. Now go share your hobby with someone. And remember,
You've got this.
see you in the next episode.